guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do something really fun for you guys. So I grabbed my Blue Blood palette and I also grabbed my Blood Sugar palette and I did a look here with both of them using each one on each side just so we can get a direct comparison between them both. In my opinion, both of these palettes are the best palettes that Jeffree Star offers. If you'd like to see how I did this look, then please keep watching. Okay guys, so let's jump right in. I'm actually so excited to do this look for you guys. So we're gonna start with the Blood Sugar palette. And I'm gonna start with this Crown Packer brush. I don't know the name for it, I'm so sorry. I will try to find out and I will list it down below. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna dip into fresh meat and we're just gonna load that up onto our brush. And we're gonna just start to pack that on here. Pretty much just on the corner here. Pigmented, but we already knew this, yes? So I'm just going to continue to pack and finesse that onto here. I'm going to dip in with, again, fresh meat onto my Wayne Goss 19 here. Just pat off the extra because it is super pigmented. And I'm going to go along the edges and just begin to blend out what we laid out here. Just in really small circular motions, just very gently. Like you don't want to go right where you laid down the pigment because you'll find it starts to remove it. So we're just going to very lightly blend that out. And as I'm blending, what I'm going to do is just start to bring that into the crease a bit so we get a little bit of depth and dimension in there. Now we're going to dip into this beautiful red tone here, this cherry soda. So I'm going to load up my brush and just put it kind of lower than where we put the first one and kind of into so that we can start building up a beautiful gradient there. And remember that it doesn't matter if it looks messy now because we are going to go in and cut the crease, which is going to clean it up a lot. As you can see, it's just so easy to work with. Right there off the bat, we know that Blood Sugar is very easy to work with. Now, I've said it a million times, but I'm getting used to color. I was very much a neutrals girl before, but I've completely delved into color. Like I can't get enough of it. Anytime I see a neutral palette now, I'm even bored with it, which is so weird for me, but I just love color lately. So yeah, we're just packing that on. And then what we're gonna do is dip into this Tongue Pop color here. And we're just going to very gently, with that Wayne Goss 19 we were using before, we're gonna go on top of where this red is and add this lighter Tongue Pop tone just to give us an even more blended out look. I'm gonna go back in with that crown brush into this Tongue Pop color here, load it onto the brush and lay it right here. Now, I know that we are gonna be cutting that out anyway, but what this does is it makes, when you do cut it, you have a more gradient look for that underneath that's left behind. Guys, if you haven't tried Jeffree Star Cosmetics yet, I highly suggest you do. I know that I do a lot of videos based on his palettes, but it's because they're truly, truly my favorite. I just love them. I just think there's nothing like them. I love the way they work. Like, look at that. It like blends itself out. Like, it's just beautiful. Now, we're gonna go in and deepen that corner a bit. And what I'm gonna do is go between Extraction and Coma here, just on the corner, and kind of blend that into the other colors as well as a little bit up into the crease. So just back and forth. And oh, I'm using the Wayne Goss 19 again. From my experience, the first time I was using Blue Blood, when I tried to go on top of what I had laid down with another color, like what I'm doing right now here, just to deepen that up, it did not respond well. Like you have to use a completely different method when you apply it. And I don't know, it's a lot more time consuming. I mean, you're not gonna generally do a blue every 30 seconds anyway, or like when you're going out to the grocery store. So I guess it's for when you have time to sit and blend it. You know what I mean? We're gonna go in actually and deepen it up a little bit more. I'm gonna actually go in now with the Wayne Goss 20, back to that Tongue Pop color, and very, very lightly, I just want to, again, finesse out these ends, make sure they're really pretty and light, and just kind of make the look more faded out on the ends. Okay, so once we've taken it to about here with how dark we want to go, what we're gonna do is cut the crease. And like usual, I'm gonna use my Shape Tape. So I'm gonna put a little dabble of it here on my peach tree. I'm gonna put some here on my super fancy thing. I'm going to grab, like usual, my MAC 242, coat my brush, and I'm going to do one swipe down, look up, see where it goes, and just start carving out. Okay, once we've taken it to about here, we're going to do the stamp and press motion like usual to blend this into this. Let's do it. And once we've done that, now we're going to dip into one of my favorite shades of all time. We're going to dip into Sweetener, which is like this gorgeous duochrome. I don't know if you guys can see. It goes from gold to pink and it's just breathtaking. I'm gonna load that up onto my finger like I do all my shimmers, and I'm gonna press that onto the lid. I'm gonna take my Anastasia A25 brush. I'm just gonna kind of clean up anywhere that's outside that line here. And then dip back into my Wayne Goss 20. I'm gonna grab that Tongue Pop shade, and I'm just gonna try to meld these two together further. Just like that, just a flick of your brush will do the trick. And then sometimes when you've lost the color there, you can go back in with what you started with, fresh meat mixed with cherry soda. I'm gonna go back in with and just deepen up a little bit of that we lost and just blend that in as well. Okay, that's pretty much it for the blood sugar side. So we're gonna dip in to the blue blood now. And I luckily have a good amount of brushes, so I could do this without actually having to stop and clean in between. We're gonna start with Flourishing here, which is this gorgeous turquoisey shade. I'm gonna load that up onto my brush. And by the way, guys, I've already set my base of my eyes with Shape Tape today. Decided to skip the Pewee base because I don't know. I missed using Shape Tape as a base. So we're just loading that up into the corner, much like we did the other eye with the red. I'm just gonna keep dipping back and forth. And with the blue, you want to be really, really careful because honestly, I've had several issues with this palette because again, like I've mentioned 1 bazillion times, I'm new to color and specifically blue. I'm very new to blue, so it's been different trying to learn that you can't place it on top of each other, and you know, everything around that has been a little bit difficult, but honestly it's a beautiful palette. Like as you can see, beautifully pigmented. Just you have to learn how to work with it, and you have to want to be willing to work with it, you know what I mean? I'm going to grab the Wayne Goss 17 brush and I'm going to dip back into that same Flourishing color and just begin to blend out these edges here while doing my best not to go on top of what we laid out, because it honestly will just lift the pigment right off. I'm going to dip into some of this minty here as well, just to help me blend out a little bit and build a gradient as well. Now what we're gonna do is dip into Minty here. We're gonna load up our MAC 239 brush and we're just gonna place that down here, just like that, and just start to begin to build a gradient onto the eye. And it does look sloppy and crazy and messy now, but like I said, it all pulls together in the end. Clean that up a little bit. Now, as you can see, we've lost some of the pigment there, so I'm gonna go back with that 239 and build up that corner again. Okay, so once we've taken it to here with the blue, what we're gonna do is go in with our MAC 242. The palette gets a little dirty. I'm gonna dip into this Cullinan color here, and I'm gonna coat my brush, and then I'm gonna grab any old setting spray, the all-nighter. And I'm just going to spray on top of that, and then what I'm going to do is, for this eye we use concealer to cut it out, but for this one what I want to do is actually use the shadow itself, just because I found when I'm using concealer with this blue, it just gets really messy. It might just be me, I don't know what it is, but yes, I'm just going to do it like this, and what we're going to do is just pat that on and cut it in the same manner we did this side. So I'm just going to lay that down and just start to completely lay that onto the lid. And you're gonna keep going in as much as you need to load up your brush so you can get the look you're looking for. Once we put the shimmer to about this place, I know my face is a mess, I'm going to clean it up. So once we've taken the shimmer here, we're gonna dip back in with our MAC 239. I'm gonna wipe off that other blue and just very delicately go into Minty again, that aqua color, and just very gently tap over top of these two here so that we don't lose that gradient. I'm just going to clean up a little bit more of these lines here with my Wayne Goss 20 with no additional product on it. And I'm just going to gently finesse here, make sure we have everything looks smooth, we have no strange edges. I'm actually going to add just a touch more of flourishing. Like I said, with the Blue Blood, I find I have to keep going in over and over and over again. Does anybody else have the palette? Is anybody else experiencing this as well? Is this a normal thing of blues? Like, I'd love to know. I'm not a makeup artist, I don't know, so I would love if somebody told me. Okay guys, that's pretty much it for the shadow portion of this look. So what I'm gonna do is hop off camera, put on some lashes, and today I'm using these Kiss number 11 lashes. These are an oldie but a goodie, my absolute favorites. I don't know why I've just been missing them, so I want to use them today. So I'm gonna pop these on, do a nice beautiful black wing, and I'll be right back to show you guys the final look. Okay guys, this is the finished look, and I have to say, it has to be one of my favorite looks I've ever done. I think it's so fun, so unique, so different. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. Now my thoughts on comparing the two palettes. Now, Blood Sugar, I'm a little biased. Blood Sugar is like one of my all-time favorite palettes ever out of all the palettes I own, and I own a lot of palettes. So I am a little biased, but that being said, Blue Blood is absolutely beautiful. Now, it is harder to work with, but that's because I think that blue pigment and blue shadows are just, in general, way harder to work with than any other color, really. Probably greens and other really vibrant colors have the same issue, but you do have to kind of adopt a different kind of technique in order for them to work the way that you'd like. So I did find that challenging, but I'm kind of happy that I did that because now I definitely know how to tackle different colors and when they're difficult, what to do and how to make it work for yourself. So yes, comparing the two, they're both completely amazing palettes. If you're a giant fan of blues, I would highly suggest you look into getting this because you will not regret having it as part of your collection. It's beautiful. And yeah guys, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and please join me on the next video. Please don't forget to like and to comment down below, and yeah, bye guys.